Should real estate investors be excited about the new Ontario rent control announcement? Hi there, I'm Nawar Naji, a real estate broker in the city of Toronto. If this is your first time visiting my YouTube channel, make sure to click on subscribe and that bell button to get notified of my weekly videos. So on November 15th, 2018, an announcement made by the progressive conservative government scrapping rent control. So for anything that is built after November 15th, there is no more rent control. Let's talk about some history. So in the past, we had rent control on units that are built prior to 1991. And then there was no rent control on anything that was built after 1991. In 2017, the Liberal government came in and said, with the Fair Housing Plan, there's going to be rent control across the board. So it didn't really matter. After 91, before 91, rent control across the board. And that was, the end of the day. Now this new government came in and they said, okay, no more rent control on anything that's built after November 15th, 2018. This is why I think this is bad. Number one, it's not going to encourage more supply. Number two, they're throwing a bone to the big pension funds, to the REITs, to the big developers, and quite frankly, if I was a developer or if I was a REIT or pension fund, if I look at this, I just don't think this is sustainable. And here's why. The last government came in and they said rent control across the board at, capped at 2.5%, which I don't think works. This government came in and said no rent control. So it's two extremes. There has to be, I believe there needs to be a middle solution where it's sustainable for real estate investors, whether they're small investors, whether they're big, pension funds, and it has to be workable for the tenants. So having no rent control where a landlord can come in and say, I'm going to bump your rent by $500, I don't think that's fair. On the flip side, having rent control capped at 2.5%, it just doesn't work either, because the reality is property taxes go up, heat, hydro, insurance, mortgage rates way above the 2.5%, and it is not fair for landlords to eat that cost. So I think there has to be a middle solution where it's sustainable. The other thing to consider is, when this government gets voted out, and we do change governments from left to right and back and forth in the province, in the future, when this government gets voted out and a more left-leaning government comes in, well, they come back and say, you know what, no, we're going to have rent control across the board and forget about whatever this current government announced. So this is uncertainty for developers, for pension funds, for anyone or companies that are looking to do purpose-built rental. At the end of the day, I don't think it's a big deal. I think it sounds exciting, but it's not really sustainable, and it's really a half solution to the problem. If you have any questions or thoughts, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, happy investing.